They also have like very little crime apparently, like a very low crime rate. I mean, so much of it is cultural, right? I mean, yeah, like it's discipline or cultural reasons. I mean, it's, you know, they're raised in a certain way there. There's behaviors that are considered like acceptable that are not acceptable here. There's behaviors that are not considered acceptable. It's a lot worse culturally to do certain things. They just have a different attitudes or whatever, you know? You can say some of it's better. You can say some of it's worse. So obviously, from my understanding, a lot of the people there aren't that happy. So you can, you know, a lot of the stuff that they have there is really, really awesome. But I don't know if they have the happiest population. So there's a lot of things they're probably doing wrong as well, you know? Can you say many criminal behaviors are considered socially acceptable in many social circles? Yeah, for sure. I agree. I mean, and probably rightfully so, I guess. Like, what was it? Like smoking weed has been illegal, right? But it's like pretty socially acceptable. Smoking weed has been socially acceptable long before it's been legally acceptable in America, I think. Oh yeah. Also they're tough on crime. Yeah, they're real tough on crime. But the thing that like is weird about Japan is like, something that I find crazy in Japan is the number of like, I don't know how to describe it. There's a lot of like sex workers in Japan, like a lot of sex workers. Yeah, I think being a criminal in Japan like fucks you for life. Yeah, like being a criminal in America is bad for like in a totally different way, I think, than being a criminal in Japan is bad for you. Because like the way that America's criminal system works, there's like two kinds of criminals, I guess. I don't know, maybe there's way more than two kinds of criminals, but like in America there's like kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's like white collar. I wouldn't say white collar crime. I don't really want to get too deep into talking about the American criminal system, but basically there's like there's a way in America where if you get sent to jail in America, there's a kind of being sent to jail that is essentially like a life sentence, even though it's not really. Like there's a manner of being sent to jail in North America where it's like you're put in jail, your opportunities are fucked, you're kind of the background music makes it tense. Yeah, your opportunities are fucked. You're kind of like you're gonna repeat offend over and over and over again after your first conviction. Like you're kind of like trapped in this cycle. And then there's other like committing crimes in America where it's like misdemeanors and shit, or you get let off easy, or maybe not let off easy, but you know, you don't like, you're not fucked for life, you know? And that happens in America. What it seems like in Japan is like you get any crime at all on your record, like your family ostracizes you, you're socially ostracized, no one will fucking employ you, no one wants to fucking talk, like interact with you, you know? And your life goes in the drain for like in a totally different, it's like a totally different way that it fucks your life in Japan. But I've heard it's very like it's very common to get like disowned and stuff. Like if you were to commit a crime, like your family would disown you, your parents would disown you almost. In many U.S. prisons, you have to join a gang, and they have expectations for protecting you. Yeah, that's what I mean. Kind of like there's like a type of going to prison. It doesn't always happen, but there's like a type of going to prison in the U.S. that is basically like once you go to jail, you're kind of fucked. Like your ass is. You're gonna repeat offend. Like I think America has a pretty high repeat offender rate, because I think the way that America does jail is like what people say, right? They do punishment, not rehabilitation. In the USA, repeat offense is a trap you can't get out of. Yeah, exactly. Which I don't think that that's the case in Japan. I don't think you get like put into like a, I don't know for sure, though I'm talking on my ass right now, completely talking on my ass. I don't think like repeat offending is a trap that you get put in Japan. I just think that if you get any sort of like criminal thing, you get fucked on. Like your life gets fucked on completely. So, I want a chocolate bar. I want to eat chocolate.